Hello Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I'm Lucas Mendez and welcome to the Steelers News Channel. Here you'll find everything about our beloved team with hot news straight from the NFL. And today, it's a serious topic: DK Metcalf, heavy criticism, and big reinforcement rumors behind the scenes. Before we start, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do it now. It's free, helps the channel grow a lot, and motivates us to keep bringing you exclusive content. Let's go, Steel Nation. Let's talk about DK Metcalf, the new #1 wide receiver for the Steelers. Even though the fans welcomed him with excitement, he was recently the target of some controversial criticism. Former Seahawks wide receiver Brian Walters went on the Brock and Salk podcast and didn't hold back. He called DK slightly overrated and said Seattle is better off without him. According to Walters, the new duo of Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith-Njigba fits better into Clint Kubiak's offensive scheme. But the numbers tell a different story. Since entering the NFL in 2019, Metcalf has racked up 6,324 receiving yards and 48 touchdowns, placing him among the top 12 receivers in the league during that span. And now, with a new 4-year, $132 million contract, he's arriving to be the Steelers' main offensive weapon. Pittsburgh not only made a big bet on him but made it clear they see DK as a key piece to raise the level of the offense. Will he respond to the criticism with big plays and touchdowns? The fans believe he will, and so does the locker room. Now let's talk about Max Madison, the cornerback drafted by the Steelers in 2025. Even as a rookie, Madison is already creating a buzz during practice and could become a surprise on the roster. Coming out of Michigan, Madison stood out in college football with his speed and coverage instincts. In his final college season, he recorded 4 interceptions and 12 pass breakups, numbers that caught the attention of NFL scouts. Pittsburgh selected him in the 3rd round, hoping he can develop quickly. With Levi Wallace gone and uncertainty around Corey Trice, the door might be open for Madison to earn playing time as early as his first season. Sources close to the coaching staff say the rookie impressed during rookie minicamp and has been getting more reps with the starters. Mike Tomlin is known for giving real chances to players who stand out in practice, regardless of experience. And in an aggressive defensive system, Madison has a chance to shine early, especially if he proves consistent in man-to-man coverage. The question now is he ready for the pressure of the NFL? It sure looks like he thinks he is. With the offense getting attention after DK Metcalf's arrival, the Steelers can now focus on the defense, particularly the pass rush. And here comes a hot rumor: a possible trade involving veteran Danielle Hunter, currently with the Houston Texans. Hunter signed with the Texans this offseason, but rumors suggest that, given the abundance of talent on their front seven, he could be used as a trade asset, and the Steelers are keeping an eye on him. At 29 years old, Danielle Hunter is coming off a 16.5 sack season and was a Pro Bowler in 2023. He's still got fuel in the tank and could pair with TJ Watt to form one of the most feared edge rusher duos in the NFL. Hunter's contract isn't cheap, around $20 million per year, but Pittsburgh has room to maneuver after recent restructures. The rumored offer would be a 3rd-round pick and a defensive rotational player. With a rejuvenated offense and an already solid defense, this trade could place the Steelers among the AFC favorites. So, Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. Will DK Metcalf silence the critics and shine in Pittsburgh? Does rookie Max Madison have a shot at making the roster in 2025? And would you agree to a trade for Danielle Hunter to strengthen our defense even more? Let's start by talking in detail about Trey Palmer, the wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who has caught the Steelers' attention as a player who could fit perfectly into the roster and strengthen the receiving group. This position has been an important point for Pittsburgh after George Pickens left, being traded to the Cowboys and leaving a significant gap on the team. Trey Palmer was selected in the 6th round of the 2023 draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a young player at only 24 years old, but who has already shown flashes of talent and great versatility. Palmer began his college career at LSU, one of the most traditional NCAA schools, where he played alongside big names like Ja'Marr Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Joe Burrow during a historic 15-0 season that ended with a national championship. During his time at LSU, Palmer appeared in 9 games in the 2019 season, his rookie year, recording 1 reception for 6 yards and a touchdown on a punt return, which already indicated his potential to play multiple roles. Later, he transferred to the University of Nebraska, where he had his best phase. With the Cornhuskers, He accumulated over 1,000 receiving yards in the 2022 season, with 71 receptions and 9 touchdowns, numbers that caught the attention of NFL scouts. In his rookie NFL season, Trey Palmer played in all 17 games, starting 8 of them, and totaled 385 receiving yards on 39 catches, along with 3 touchdowns, showing he can contribute effectively even as a late-round draft pick. However, in 2024, his stats dropped considerably. Only 12 receptions for 172 yards and 1 touchdown, participating in about 30% of the team's offensive snaps, which shows he lost some playing time in the Buccaneers roster. Despite that, Palmer is still a young talent, with a contract guaranteed for the next 2 seasons, and his cap hit is estimated at just over $1 million per year, a relatively low figure for the potential he can deliver. The Buccaneers' wide receiver group is quite crowded, with big names like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, and rookie Emeka Egbuka, their first pick in the 2025 draft. This means the competition to earn playing time in Tampa Bay is intense, and Trey Palmer could be seen as a surplus player by the Buccaneers. That's why the Steelers see him as an interesting business opportunity. Pittsburgh has already had talks with Tampa Bay to gauge Palmer's availability and explore the possibility of a trade. The Steelers urgently need to reinforce their receiving core after Pickens' departure, and with players like DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin III, Robert Woods, and Roman Wilson, adding Palmer could bring a young and versatile piece to complement this group. The possibility of bringing in a player with experience in 17 NFL games, who can play multiple roles and still has room to develop, without giving up high draft picks, is a scenario that pleases the Steelers' management. Additionally, Palmer also contributes as a punt returner, a role that could be very important for the Steelers, considering he returned 17 punts for 136 yards last season. This versatility could make a difference on a roster looking to compete in various phases of the game. For Steelers fans, there is hope that this trade goes through and that Trey Palmer will soon be wearing black and gold, helping the team build a more dynamic and dangerous offense for the upcoming season. Now let's talk about a prospect with the potential to make an impact on the team. Linebacker Chris Paul from Ole, Mississippi. He is one of the biggest draft prospects for 2025 and has been highly praised for his versatility and skills on the field. Chris Paul is a complete player, capable of covering receivers as well as blitzing, which is essential for today's NFL defenses that demand multifunctional players to handle versatile offenses. The Steelers' defensive system values this trait highly, which is why he is being closely watched by the team. During the combine and meetings with Steelers management and coaching staff, Chris Paul showed an impressive physique, the speed to chase down opponents, and the intelligence to read plays correctly. These qualities make him a strong candidate to strengthen the linebacker core, a position undergoing changes and uncertainties, especially after questions about the future of players like Derek Barnes and Alex Anzalone. The Steelers have been seeking to renew this position to add more aggressiveness and consistency to the defense, and Chris Paul's arrival could be a solution to these needs. Moreover, Paul has a strong leadership profile, which is highly valued in the Steelers' locker room, a team that prides itself on a winning culture. In college, Chris posted significant stats, with numerous tackles, sacks, and impactful plays, which only reinforces the expectations about his NFL potential. The Steelers' defense could greatly benefit from this pick, which is expected to be a priority in the draft depending on the final draft order and team needs. Fans can get excited about the possibility of seeing a talent like Chris Paul wearing the black and gold jersey and boosting the defense for the challenges of the 2025 season. Speaking of movements, another strong rumor behind the scenes involves pass rusher Joey Bosa, currently with the Los Angeles Chargers. Bosa is a high-level player known for his ability to pressure the quarterback and make game-changing plays. However, the Chargers face financial challenges and are in a roster adjustment phase. This has sparked speculation about the possibility of trading expensive, impactful players like Bosa. For the Steelers, who are looking to strengthen the defense, especially the defensive line and pass rush, Bosa would be a major acquisition. Despite a recent injury that sidelined him for part of the season, Bosa has previously shown his value and could be a key piece to help the team make a defensive leap. The negotiation could involve a 4th-round draft pick, which is a relatively low cost for a player with Bosa's technical level and leadership potential. Furthermore, his arrival could have an immediate impact.